What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from my parents' house. Got a late night story, I guess, today. Um, Hope everyone's doing well. I'm not doing that great. I'm gonna be honest. Last night was tough. But I decided to write about it because I felt like that was the best way to kind of sort of get those emotions out. And yeah, I woke up this morning, it hurt a little bit and it stung, but I thought, you know what? Let me write about it. So here's my story. I'm calling it an open letter to James and the 49ers. If you guys are 49er fans or, fans of our quarterback, you'll understand what that means. So let's get into it. Okay. This was all written last night. And this morning, I was in Zoom class talking about the 49ers losing the NFC Championship when someone in class was from Kazakhstan. And she was actually in Kazakhstan. She messaged our chat saying that she was worried for her family and her safety as a revolution continues to rage in Kazakhstan. That honestly put this whole feelings of mine about sports into perspective when I realized I may be sad and disappointed about a fan about as a fan about my team, but that is absolutely nothing that it compared to the harsh realities that some people are facing in the real world and in life. Let's keep that in mind that sports isn't everything. But honestly, for me, it is a large part of my personality and who I am. So I am really heartbroken and sad, but I do understand the perspective. Okay, so let me get into the part that I wrote last night. Listen, man, I was hoping I could write this a little drunk off tequila while you all hosted the Lombardi Trophy under the Los Angeles sky. But, well, after tonight, it seems like that's not going to be the reality that I and other 49er fans experience. But here I sit, 40 minutes after we lost the NFC Championship, sad as a lot of Niner fans probably are, but nonetheless, here it is. A lot of fans don't want to admit it, but the 49ers team that I have known since the start of the Shanahan regime is probably done as we know it now. 30 free agents, a quarterback question mark, and a couple coordinators who are most likely going to be head coaching candidates for this upcoming cycle. There's a lot of unknown. And I can't sit here and act like I know exactly who's staying and who's leaving, but I guess as a sports fan, I'll just talk from the heart. I feel angry right now, but not as angry as the Twitter comments that I see questioning the effort of the 49ers or the people actually being mean to other players and athletes because of this game. I'm angry, yes, but I'm trying to put it into perspective as to why I'm feeling this way. I think I'm angry right now because I have this anxiety surrounding sports. And it comes from being an extremely toxic 49er fan as well as a Bay Area sports fan in general. I want to win a championship. For basketball, that dream came true when I was 15 years old and three more times. And each time it felt like a sense of elation, a sense of confidence where I could pump my shoulders a little higher when I was struggling through school and my own mental health. It's probably a high better than any super caffeinated latte that I've ever had in my life. So I'm going to put that out there. The 49ers, unfortunately for me, have not been as lucky, at least in my life. To be honest, it's been a lot of heartbreak and sadness. Through the years, they've made it super close, but have come up just short. Just short. So many times. This last decade, the amount of NFC Championship losses compared to the wins and the Super Bowl losses have me questioning if I will ever, in my lifetime, see my team hoist a Lombardi trophy and win a Super Bowl. That's the anxiety, the elusive Super Bowl victory. All right. I just got back from a friend's birthday and I let the emotions settle for a little bit. So let's get into the crux of this letter. Let me start with the man from Arlington Heights, James. James, Jimmy, Jesus, Jimmy GQ, Jimmy Gucci Garoppolo, whatever you want to call him, his era is most likely officially in the books. And the words that come to mind when I think of him after this loss are surprisingly Thank you. The first time I ever saw Jimmy take the field, I was a 17-year-old teenager who was naive, angry at himself, and insecure. Seeing Jimmy take the field and win 5 games in a row did wonders for me as a person. As someone who was heavily invested in the Niners, there was always something about the position of quarterback that really I gravitated towards. And Jimmy entered my life at the right time. When Jimmy first started playing, I was a struggling kid who felt was going nowhere in life. I felt like a loser. Seeing Jimmy do what he did at the back half of the 2017 season inspired a sense of confidence and swag within me. And listen, it took a it took a while for it to really foster, but he was one of the first athletes that inspired me to be better in a way that I can't explain. And for that, I 100% thank him from the bottom of my heart. His play on the field was another story, but Jimmy the person to me is the ultimate persona of class, and for that I will always love and respect him. So I may have been angry at Jimmy in the moment, but upon further reflection, thank you, man. We'll probably never meet or interact in life, but just know who you are outside of football matters too. And you helped a kid in the Bay Area find his voice. And for that, I will forever thank you. To the 49ers, I will forever have love in my heart for you as well. I know I lambast you on social media and critique your every choice, but this team has made me more friends, gave me more memories, and is probably the closest thing to love that I have ever have experienced in my 21 short years of life. I know a lot of you threw up in your mouths, but I mean that for real. The end to this year is tough, and seeing Debo Samuel crying uncontrollably made me tear up a bit. But the ride that we have been on for the past 3 months has been absolutely wild. At 3-5, I left this team for dead, but they showed nothing but resilience, grit, and fight. They didn't give up, they didn't pack it in, and they found a way to the playoffs. They beat Dallas in Jerry's world, shocked Rodgers in the freezing cold, and came within 10 minutes of a Super Bowl. I may complain in the moment, but in the grand scheme of things, you played your asses off and gave me a moment on Saturday night in Green Bay that I will remember quite possibly for the rest of my life. To the sports fans and the other people and the faithful, I'm sorry if this letter doesn't hit or resonate with you. It's probably because I'm a super weird fan and just trying to find the words to quantify the way in which I'm feeling about this year and this moment. But it's weird that these teams are a part of who I am, and I don't ever want to lose that. In a weird sense, sports has taught me lessons that I can apply to my own life. It's introduced me to people and athletes who have shifted my worldview and has given me some of my most vivid memories in life. And I refuse to apologize or make myself smaller just because people think it's just a game. For my other Niner faithful or any other disappointed sports fans out there watching, this stuff stings. I've been there. Let it process, let it heal. But more specifically to my faithful, I beg you, wear your gear for the next couple days. Rep your team, do it for the Bay, and don't be sad because it's a bump in the road. But in the grand scheme of things, there is a lot of optimism to look forward to. That being said, though, it is most likely the end of the Jimmy G era here in San Francisco. And with that, a lot of change will come through in the offseason. A new quarterback, new free agent acquisitions, new rookies, and, well, there's a lot to look forward to. But for the moment, for this moment, for right now, it hurts. And I'm not afraid to say that losing to the Rams sucked. On to bigger and better things, I suppose. Good game, LA. Go, Joe Burrow. And for my Niner fans, I just hope for the sake that of all our childhood dreams that one day, hopefully not in the distant future, we get one Super Bowl in our lifetimes because it's the one thing that I have yearned for, and it seems to get even more difficult by the year. But on an optimistic note, thank you 49ers, Jimmy, Debo, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, Jimmy Ward, Fred Warner, Jaquaski Tart, Nick Bosa, Kyle Shanahan, D'Amico Ryans, and the rest of y'all who I will not name because it takes hella long to get through the whole 53-man roster. Thank you all for another great season. On to the Trey Lance era we go. Love, Anuj. Okay. I know the letter was a little tacky, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was just kind of really bringing up a lot of the emotions that I've been feeling the last 24 or so hours. It was just feelings, vibes, and that's how I felt. So I thought I would, bring that up. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. If you guys like this late night story, like it on YouTube. If you're on Spotify, feel free to hit the follow button. DMs are always open for my 49er fans that want to talk about it. It's cool. But I hope you guys enjoyed this story. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the letter. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to just go be depressed for the rest of the day. No, I'm kidding. We got stuff to do. It's Monday. Come on. A lot more content coming. I promise all of you. I'll see y'all later. And yeah, on to bigger and better things, 49ers. And on to bigger and better things because the Warriors are still playing. So time to go over there. All right. Thank you guys for real. Peace.